Testing, 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 testing. And we are live. Good evening. I'm your host, Terrain Morrow, and welcome to the ER, a platform for the world to share its story in order to bring hope to people all around the world, that the world may know that it's not alone in confusion and suffering. Also, to bring an end to the waste of life and to promote mental well-being. How y'all doing today, guys? This is the live news platform. This is not the live talk show. This is the live news platform. We haven't went nowhere. We're still doing daily news. Daily news. Just like CNN, just like Fox. We ain't no different. They're just a little more consistent. But we're building this platform. You know, life happens. And so it's daily as I get. That's how much. So it's going to get daily as I get, but you can expect a bunch of random impromptu news because life just happens sometimes. And I got to do it like this. This is probably more for me than it is for you. But once again, I'm Terrain. I'm back. We here, not back. We still here. Ain't went nowhere. Live news platform. And if you tuned in to the live talk show yesterday, we had Terrain Morrow there, myself, self-therapy session, if you're keeping up with the show. And he brought up something about Pocahontas Island. This young man that came in our therapy session and talking about Petersburg and Virginia and all this stuff about all this belongs to Pocahontas and all this such and such stuff. And so I had to come see for myself. Even though we and him walking down here together because we the same person, I had to come back and show y'all what this young man was talking about. And I already got a couple things to correct, but follow me. Let's show you where we at right now. Come follow me. And just watch where we're at right now. Y'all won't believe where we at right now. We're in Petersburg, Virginia, but guess what's inside of Petersburg, Virginia? What do we have here, y'all? What do you have here? Is the light still good? Can you can see this? We can get this in the picture. They can see all the words on here. Is it clear? Y'all see that, y'all? Pocahontas Island. We are here on Pocahontas Island. So one thing to correct. Yesterday in the therapy session, Terrain said that, you know, Pocahontas roamed like this territory, like she like lived and stayed in Petersburg, Virginia. But one correction. Supposedly, by evidence, this is just in honor of Pocahontas. She didn't actually this one actually like her home, this area, but it was Virginia. And supposedly her daddy owned the whole Tidewater area. That's a lot of big area in Virginia. Him and the tribe that he ran. I'm not going to mess the name up, but this island was just dedicated to her. And we're going to walk around. You can show the people, kind of show them, this is Pocahontas Island. They put like a couple factories down here. It's not really no businesses on this island. So, let me see. So you got Petersburg. Thank you, cameraman. I think I got it from. Thank you so much. But this is right up there, and all of this is Petersburg, Virginia. They made Pocahontas Island became part of Petersburg, Virginia a while ago. I think it says 1700s. But yeah, this is Petersburg, Virginia, like that direction. And Pocahontas, which is now part of Petersburg, Virginia, this is it. It's like literally surrounded by water, technically. You have the Potomac River over in this direction when you first come in, and then the Potomac leads into like the James River. So as you coming off the bridge off of Washington, I think, or whatever boulevard. As you come off the bridge on the boulevard, you come on down to the river, and you're on Pocahontas Island. So we ain't gonna do nothing but take a block, but just to just go back into what Terrain was talking about, but yeah, so ain't necessarily any evidence of Pocahontas walking around here, even though, you know, they can't prove it. But Virginia's a big area, but her father pretty much ran like this area though. Even though she wasn't specifically roaming this area, like their nation, like they ran this area, and that's why this is so significant because of the big influence. Now, I haven't looked into all the war and all the stuff that went on, but we know that Pocahontas, this is like, you know, in the Indian tribes, you know, they passed it down to whoever's next, whether it's a woman or a man. And so if her father was a chief and ran all of Virginia pretty much, the Tidewater, it's like Norfolk, all that water, Virginia's along the water, so that's the whole area. And so she was supposed to get handed all this land. A woman, Pocahontas, is supposed to get handed all this land. And not just this land, like a whole state damn near. And so we all know that she's married a man, a white man named John Rolfe, or however you say his name. And they had a child. And and technically by marriage, all that stuff passes down to whoever the spouse is, if the wife died. And we all know that they took Pocahontas to Europe, supposedly. And we all know that she didn't make it back from Europe. She died, but her husband and her child came back. Yeah. But I had to come see this for myself again, to show y'all. On the first time we went down here, like I said, we was walking around here barefoot. But this is Pocahontas Island, y'all. Pocahontas Island. In honor of Pocahontas, not simply because she lived here, but because she supposedly had owned this one day. Pocahontas supposed to have owned all of this in Virginia. All of this. And I actually forgot. So, you see that? So, and on that note, so you're like, okay, what's the significance of this? The significance, I can't say the word. The significance. The importance, I can say that a little better. The importance. There we go. I guess the significance. Oh my God. But yeah, this is a major hub supposedly for the Underground Railroad. Like when slaves and stuff doing the Underground Railroad. So they said free and enslaved people lived on this island. And it said white people, black people, free and enslaved, and Indians all like worked in this area together. They said it was a major hub, so I guess it was like a back in like a Black Wall Street after slavery, before slavery, but during slavery. But they had white people there too, all working together supposedly. This is Pocahontas Island, y'all, one of the oldest black thriving communities in the nation. And if you go that way, you can get closer to the river. You actually see the river. I guess since we're here, we'll walk down there. We'll at least do that. It's live news. We're going to be short. This is going to probably be the shortest show the ER ever did. No, it wasn't. I did one in Washington. That was a short show. That was about, and I forgot what Facebook did. I don't know if they kick you off for not having your face in it like every other platform, but yeah, man. But the last time I was out here, and we're going to walk by that house in a little bit, they was like, one of the ladies was like, when she was children, they was like, they used to find arrowheads and stuff out here. Like literally Indian arrowheads out here. So one thing, I don't know why they ain't got this, like, it's marked as historical, but it's like, yeah. I thought they preserved historical lands and shit too. It's native ground. Indigenous. We walking down to this part. What up? Sharika. Miss Johnson. Lord. Miss Britt, how y'all doing? Somebody on here watching. Who up on here? But yeah, we on this place called, so the crazy part about this is, like, I was talking about this to some friends the other day. I was like, yeah, Pocahontas Island right down there. Like, that's her territory. And one of the person couldn't stop laughing because I guess they could believe, like, Pocahontas, like, what the fuck, like, and it just reminded me, like, we learned about Pocahontas when we was like I was like 6th grade, and they literally told us everything. They told us that the cartoon, didn't have the whole full story. They told us, we seen the issues and stuff, and they told us Pocahontas was real. And when she started laughing, it made me realize how many people either forgot that story, that Pocahontas was a real living person, or yeah. And so it just blew my mind when I got here, because I totally forgot. Yeah, Pocahontas was a fictional character to me. Matter of fact, it wasn't that. It's like I had forgot whether they told me she was a real story or not. But yeah, supposedly she was alive and well until she got married to the white man. Lord, I think they killed her. But This is the Potomac. Ooh, I said the Potomac. This ain't the James. Because the damn James River is somewhere. Yeah, I might just lie to you. I said the Potomac River. It's the Potomac James River. I don't think this is the James River. I think it's the Potomac. I mean, that's but yeah. Imagine that. It's a possibility that our ancestors used to do stuff in this water, everything from trade. Shit, they probably swam in this one. Imagine that. Slaves. Whether swimming or dipping in this damn water. And it's like this water, y'all. And just so y'all know about Petersburg, Virginia, y'all know this is like one of the, like, this is Civil War ground. So whether you like it or not, there was like dead bodies somewhere around this motherfucker. A bunch of dead bodies somewhere. Somebody, a couple people got killed on this ground. Like war ground. Like this battle, like this ain't the only thing they got this marked up as battlefield area, but like literally there's battlefield area right here in this city. Battlefield area. Y'all know what happened to imagine that. I'm like, damn. How do you supposed to feel when you step on a battlefield where you know shit damn near thousands and hundreds of people just done died? You walking on old blood stains, old dead, oh my God. You know how like when you see a dead animal on the road and it's just like, seems like it damn near just like it melts into the damn pavement on the concrete? Yeah, imagine this soul. Like that damn dry condom I just seen, like it's melting into the rock. We're gonna take a block. We're gonna just really walk. See, I got one more place to show y'all, something called the Jarrett House. And it's like the only brick building that's still standing from back during those times. So like 1700s, 1800s. And so it's called the Jarrett House. The lady that I spoke with over here, she said, it was a guy, so it was a whole family. And there was a guy was on the porch. She's like, yeah, your daddy used to box over there, and I found his gloves in the house. And then her daughter was like, yeah, we used to sneak in that house all the time. You know, but now it's boarded all up, but you at least gonna see it today, live on the ER, Petersburg, Virginia, Pocahontas Island, giving you the news as much as you can take. But we on Pocahontas Island. I had to do this today, y'all. It's been a little minute. I think the last thing y'all got from me was daily news. And I ain't been daily since. B Mills, what's up, bro? I'm showing the people something called Pocahontas Island. And so this area right here, Pocahontas Island, is one of the oldest black thriving communities in the nation. So back in the 1700s, like probably even before that though, people was here because they found, so literally, like in the beginning, like literally if you looked, I forgot to mention that. I don't even know how I forgot that, y'all. But when I first started this video, it was pointing at the sign about Pocahontas Island. At the very bottom of it, you see 6500 BC. They literally, it was grave sites here. Like this very ground that I'm walking, these very streets, 6500, y'all, BC. And this the house the people that I was talking to right here, their family. But 6500 BC, y'all. They found bodies here. 6500 BC. Before Christ. And that's like Father Abraham time, y'all. And this, in Petersburg, Virginia, this is not the only place where there's old bodies. Disney World, where Florida's at, like that same landmark I just showed you, Pocahontas Island. Titusville, Florida, next to Disney World. That's another landmark. And it's old graves, man. They're like, man, people have been in America for a long time. And the issue is they giving all that credit saying they Native American Indians. Nah, shit, black, y'all. I think black people is here, y'all. But this house right here is the oldest standing structure, well, the only standing structure still standing during that time. It's called the Jarrett House. Let me turn it around, come around. But this right here is the Jarrett House. This is like 1700 building. It's slave time, y'all. Yeah, this is a building during slavery time called the Jarrett House. And one of the oldest black standing civilizations, I said civilizations, and one of the oldest black communities in the nation. Yeah, right here. Pocahontas Island, Petersburg, Virginia. One of the oldest buildings. Still standing right here on Pocahontas Island. Like I said, this is Pocahontas Island, y'all. Like I said, ain't no business. They got a water treatment plant down here. So all they really doing down is like trying to build a community, get people to move down here. As you see, they got plenty of space. Like that's like two houses gonna be right there. We're not one house, one or two houses right there. Imagine that, y'all. And I'm looking at all these dang trees. I'm like, shit. I'm like, you know, it got you thinking like, shit. Who got hung on the trees? Yeah, that's the Jared house. From this side of Jared house. Yeah. John Bragg Memorial Park and Playground. John Bragg. That's who Fort Bragg. So that's who Fort Bragg named after y'all. I think one of the Braggs. Yeah. It's Pocahontas Island, man. Yeah. Less than 25 houses out here. Yeah. It probably be less than 50 houses. So let you know but it's part of the Petersburg, Virginia community. So yeah, but I had to show y'all this because I'm honored. And I'm glad I re-looked up the information about whether Pocahontas stay here or not, because before this I was saying, yeah, this is her stomping ground. But the whole damn Virginia was her stomping ground. So she could have been here, could have not. So we don't know. Look at the groundhog, right? I've been seeing a lot of groundhogs out. There you go, big old groundhog. But yeah, we just walking. I was hoping to find some families out here that we can talk to, but I think we're gonna be back. Y'all remember this, y'all? The ER Live News right here on Pocahontas Island, June, whatever the date, 17th? Or is the 18th? Because Juneteenth is the 19th. So the ER Live News on this day, June the 18th, 2026. Juneteenth is tomorrow. And we here on Pocahontas Island, y'all. I should have did this tomorrow, but we good. Should we come back out here tomorrow? No, we work. I got to work tomorrow. But, the job, but this cool. We almost back. There's no one literally outside. There's literally no one outside out here. No one. But yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in. Those who tuned in. We about to wrap this up. Thank y'all. Doing this from my Android phone. I had my cameraman. They went live on their platform. But yeah, we here. Once again. Pocahontas Island. One of the oldest black communities in the nation. Oh, there we go. There we go. They let that say it for me. Pocahontas, oldest black community in the United States. Oldest black community. Not saying that it wasn't other black communities thriving back then, but they saying as far as recognized, the person who got the people who got recognized first, the black folks who got recognized first as the first oldest black community in the United States was right here. Even though when they got here, the Europeans had already probably established black communities. You get what I'm saying? Just going back again. Shit, what color really what them Indians? Well, we know they was our color, but who getting left out? Yeah, but I have a good feeling that there's something not told us about slavery. But the truth will come out. The more and more I look at it, boy, it seems like black people had a lot of. I think black people's more involved with slavery than we even know about. So every time you look around, you're reading about how black folks had slaves. So who say the rich and wealthy black folks in Europe went over there plotting all this whole damn slave trade? But I just brought y'all back here to show y'all this, to make sure y'all seen this. This is the ER Live to show y'all that in the United States, 6500 BC. This is my hand. It's not no AI. Not no AI. I'm going to do it a bunch of times. No AI, no AI, no AI. 6500 BC. There was people here. So archaeological evidence indicates native occupation of this area as early as 6500 BC, y'all. This father's Abraham time, damn near before, because they say 6500 BC, but if you Google it, that's just an estimate date. They think it was even older than that. Native American. So the only thing I don't really believe is this. They put a name on it, but I think it was black folks already here too, y'all. And you're hearing it live right here on the ER. No AI, no edited videos. 6500 BC, people were here in Petersburg, Virginia. And if you go to Florida, once again, go to Disney World, look up Disney World, and look what it's sitting on, and look what Disney World is next to. It's next to one of them old grave sites too. That's older than 6500 BC. As a matter of fact, it said the one in Disney World, it said the community had the bodies buried under the water. And so they damn near found, and then they said the body was damn near kind of preserved because parts of the body was preserved, y'all. That's like finding fucking Father Abraham and his mummy look like you just buried him. You know how long ago that was? It's supposed to be damn near dust. But literally they found it. And it's preserved, y'all. What were them black communities doing back then? Or them Native American community? What were they doing back then, y'all? Because just like the one in Florida, they say native too. And me just finding all this out made me think what they say about the Grand Canyon is true. What they say about Memphis, Tennessee might be true. It was the first Egypt. You know that Memphis, Tennessee. I'm from Forest City, Arkansas, y'all. I'm right across the bridge from Memphis, Tennessee. And you know what they say about Memphis, Tennessee? Some spiritual folks or conspiracy theorists. You know what they say? You know what conspiracy theorists are out there saying about Memphis, Tennessee? And all this stuff I'm finding, like, I didn't know they had 6,500 beats. Like, this stuff, a lot of this information not even hidden. They say, have stuff for black folks in the book. No, put it in plain sight too. Put it in plain sight too. There's a lot of information out there. But yeah, I'm gonna stop. I kind of missed my point I was about to make, but we're gonna stop right there. Y'all got it here live on Pocahontas Island, one of the oldest black communities in the nation. Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. ER Live Daily News, a platform for the world to share its story in order to bring hope to people all around the world, that the world may know that it's not alone in confusion and suffering. Also, to bring an end to the waste of life and to promote mental well-being. See you until next time. I'll see y'all again. Slow connection.